The wealthy are beginning to figure out that they can't make a bunch of money if there's an overthrowing of the entire system, and that maybe laying off a bunch of people and replacing them with AI could lead to just that. According to the Times, the CEO of Palantir just now realizing that AI making a small percentage of the population extremely wealthy while the rest of everyone is laid off could lead to an upheaval if the US government doesn't step in and regulate it. Under the current administration, the top 1% is doing much, much better than anybody else. Who could have imagined putting a Nepo baby billionaire in office would have led to this? One who didn't pay his contractors. I don't know. And as continuously snarky as I want to be, this does give me hope, because while it should be obvious, while we keep making the same mistakes, this is a sign of a shift. This is also a sign that there are good people out there. There are good leaders out there. Even the CEO of Goldman Sachs in this article is saying, tax me. For the love of God, tax me. We can't make money if they kill us. Literally, he's in this article. Again, this seems very obvious. It's things we have all been saying. But remember January 2025, not even January, November 2024, how everybody rolled belly up and started rolling back everything about taking care of employees, DEI, everything. What didn't shock me at all was that Project 2025 actually happened, because they told us it would, but was the cowardice. The cowardice of people who did things preventatively without even being forced. And it is these leaders who are speaking up now, who have been speaking up but have been drowned out with all the smoke and mirrors and the distractions and everything, who are going to get through this. It is these leaders who are going to see real business success, and who, like we often say about the CEO of Costco and Arizona Tea and such, they don't have anything to worry about. They're good. We'll leave them alone. Anyway, just the Hope Corps, they're out there. They don't get the media attention, all the negative ones do. And we need to keep the pressure on, because they're feeling it. And this is why I haven't, even though I had federal contracts that I lost, that I knew I would lose. I still spoke up against Elon Musk. I still spoke up against Doge, because it's not right. And because as an industrial organizational psychologist, I have the knowledge and an ethical obligation to tell people this isn't going to be effective. This isn't going to be good for people or business. It's why I kept writing my book through all of this. I started that shit September 2024. Going through it has been a ride. But it's why I kept telling people the unwritten rules of work, these classism, these invisible class barrier in your workplaces. It's there and it's impacting your business. Whether you see it or not, whether it feels like professionalism or normal business or not, it is there. So if you're one of these leaders who give a shit, my book should be back on the market in a couple of weeks. I took it off the market because I found out the copy edit didn't go through. It's still got 4.6 stars on Amazon, even with typos. So imagine how much you'll like it once it's fixed. Audiobook version's almost done being edited as well. Now, for the rest of y'all who may or may not be in leadership positions, or including the leaders, y'all can still say, I want you to do a real examination of who you follow, who you see as a leader, who you look up to, and look at what they did over the last 2 years. When it became acceptable to not give a shit about your employees, look at what they did. One of the best ways to not fall into propaganda, to not fall susceptible to narcissists, psychopaths, etc., is to look at their actions over their words. We're all vulnerable to that. We love to be told what we want to hear. But similar to how there was that wave of sudden DEI experts when George Floyd was murdered, may he rest in power, who didn't do shit before and haven't done shit since November 2024, I need y'all to look at and support who kept it going, who kept the needle moving, who campaigned for your labor rights. And I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about everybody out there. We have choices to make on who we follow, who we listen to, and consult during this time. Who did it when it wasn't popular? Who lost business over doing the right thing? Because we're going to see another wave as the pendulum swings of suddenly from the top of Mark Zuckerberg to the everyday person being like, I was always for employee rights. No, you fucking weren't. No, you fucking weren't. Our attention in the attention economy matters. So even if you have no money, even if you're like, girl, I like your content, cannot afford a coach right now, or don't need one or whatever, don't have a company to do a consulting business, whatever, your attention matters. We need to show them, to keep putting this pressure on, that we will not accept this continued abuse of the working class.